Here I have a bright, shiny new quarter. George Washington's face on one side, the bald eagle on the other side. The referee who flips the quarter at the beginning of every NFL game. What are the chances that he flips the coin and it lands on tails? You think you know? Think about why it is that way. Why you got the answer, how you got that answer. Down here I also have a nice little six-sided die. And I'm playing Yahtzee. And I need a 5 in order to win. What are the odds that I get a 5 when I roll that die? Hopefully, you have calculated that this answer was 1 over 6, and this answer was 1 over 2, or half the time, 50%. What you were calculating was the probability of each event occurring. In order to calculate the probability, you need on top, or in the numerator of your fraction, the winners. What the problem is asking you for, what you want. Alright? In my example about the coin, the quarter, heads was not a winner. Tails was the only winner. So that's why I have 1 in the numerator. And then on the denominator, I have my total. So for my coin example, once again, I have 1 tails and 1 heads, which means I would get 1 over 2. In the dice example, I had 1 of the 6 sides, that's the number 5, and the 5 other sides would not be winners. But how many sides are there in total? 6. So my probability would have been 1 over 6 and 1 over 2. You'll also see winners over total written as something like outcomes over sample space. Where your outcomes are simply those events that you're looking for, those ones that'll make you happy, and your sample space is all of the events, all of the possible events. Now, if I was to flip this quarter once more, what would the probability be that I got heads? 1/2, right? 50%. Or 0.5. Probabilities can be written as a fraction, a decimal, a percent, or a decimal. Okay? Would you say that it's highly likely that I get heads? Very likely? Not at all likely? Or neither likely or unlikely? You would probably say it's right in between, right? For probabilities, a probability of 1 means that it's assured to happen. Right? It's guaranteed to happen. A probability of 0 means it'll never happen. And probability of 0.5, or 1 over 2, is neither likely or unlikely. Okay? Common sense, really. If something is going to happen 75% of the time, then that would be much more likely than something that was going to happen 10% of the time, or 1/10. This should all be, hopefully, a review, and we're going to do a little example problem together. Here I have some Skittles. Now, These are obviously some older Skittles. Hopefully you can still see the colors. I want to know what the probability is, if I just randomly reach in and grab one, that I get a green Skittle. Okay. Now, I said the probability was winners over total. So I need to figure out what my winners are. Winners are green. And how many green are there? 2. How many Skittles do we have total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 over 9, which as a decimal would be 0.2 repeating, or 22.2%. That is the probability that I would get a green Skittle if I randomly picked one out of that group. The most important thing obviously is random, because if you're looking with your eyes, that's going to change the probability. Hopefully this is a nice easy review and you can fly through these examples.